Sunday, the 4th of June 2023. Sunday Reflections in Rio. Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro. 24 degrees, hottish and beautifully sunny. I am writing this entry one day late on Monday, June 5th. I am writing my journal at 9 a.m. on a concrete bench and table in Carmen Miranda Park in front of Otero and the bay. The only benches with tables in the park are on an elevated hill overlooking the rest of the park and the surroundings, where you can also see Sugarloaf in the distance. My class was cancelled this morning, so after saying goodbye to Yasmin and Nalva, I went to the park later to exercise and write. I also went to a different place inside the park to work out rather than my usual point. For me, this is interesting, as although we have a compromise to maintain a healthy routine, we are also able to change and adapt to it depending on the situation or the conditions. The traffic on Otero moves at a fast pace, and it separates the park from the bay. It is the link between the south zone of Rio and the city centre. Although the sound of the traffic can be a little intrusive, it doesn't spoil the beauty of the surroundings. Exercising at different places and times and varying the intensity of your workouts are essential to maintaining a fitness routine. Incorporating new activities and approaches can help us discover ways to lead healthier and more fulfilling lives. It's essential to avoid being too rigid in our routines and remain flexible, as this allows us to maintain healthy habits that are more interesting and enjoyable. The sun is on my face. A cool breeze from the bay passes through me, telling me I'm still alive and well. I have just finished a good workout. I am hot and a little tired, but with all the senses telling me that I am okay, it is impossible not to be happy. What more could I want? Back to Sunday. Instead of exercising early, I slept in a little and got up at 7 a.m. I went to the baker's, had 2 coffees, and wrote an entry in my journal. I went home, changed, and walked to Marina da Gloria. I have not been there for about 2 weeks, but I live relatively near, so I thought it would be a good idea to go. I arrived at about 11 a.m., walked around the marina to see if there were any interesting new boats, took photos, and began my return. I suddenly received a call from my mother while I was walking back. Her voice was weak and she was coughing a lot. We talked quickly because I was in the street. I promised to call her back when I got home. When I was arriving back in Praia de Botafogo, I called Yasmin to see if she and her mother wanted to go downstairs to have an ice cream in the parlour next to our building. They accepted, and we ate ice cream next to where we lived. The ice cream is exceptionally good. Even if it were not so good, I still would not be able to tell the difference. I had rum and raisin. It was one of my father's favourites and one of the few memories I have of him. Nalva and Yasmin went to the supermarket, and I had to go to Copacabana to pick up some money from a pupil. I could have done it another day, but I had nothing else to do, so why not? It is money. Who does not like to receive money? When I arrived back, it was about 2:30. Nalva was cooking a fresh seafood dish in a wok with fish, shrimp, French beans and onions, complemented with rice and mashed pumpkin. It was delicious. We then had a nap. Yasmin washed the dishes, and in the evening, Nalva cooked guacamole with homemade nachos, which was also again very tasty. Some people have a nervous mouth due to anxiety. They have to eat something all the time. I have concluded that Nalva releases her nervousness through cooking. She has to cook. If she is not cooking, she feels useless. Cooking is a kind of self-validation for her. If she can cook something good and tasty, and people recognize it, she has been validated, and consequently, she feels helpful and worthy. In bed by 9:30 p.m. Thank you. Thanks for reading my blog. Check out my other posts and share your thoughts in the comments. Richard. Photos by Richard George Photography.